welcome back. I have some more unboxings to share with you. This first one is a huge disappointment. It actually showed up soaking wet, and you can see how it's kind of crusty and curled. It's been sitting out for 3 days now. Can you see the staining on the bottom? It had a really weird smell. The smell has gone away now, thankfully, but still, it was really weird. It was kind of slimy. I don't know if it's because from the adhesive, maybe like running. It is. I just peeled it back to kind of straighten out the wrinkles a little bit. You can see it is still sticky. I think it will work okay, but that's kind of beside the point. Also, this was listed on eBay as a full drill, and as you can see, it's just part of the sky. So this was the blue and purple sunset. I think this is actually called Soulmates. So anyway, there are no, and even it was practically dripping water when I took it out of the plastic. Can you see? It's all cloudy and spotty. The really, really weird part, this was packaged in like a regular manila bubble wrap with inside this bag. That bubble envelope, sorry, I can't speak all of a sudden, was completely dry. And when I took it out of the mailbox, I was like, wow, this is a really heavy diamond painting for being so small. Well, that's because it was literally soaking wet. Tell me how a diamond painting gets drenched, but the outer envelope is dry. And it said airmail on it too, which was really odd. So when I took these out, they were all stuck together. They were all wet. There are no DMC codes on this one. The colors are nice. And it seems like it has a lot of drills for the space that you're getting. I mean, it should be a full drill. That's, like I said, that's what the listing showed. And then we did get the toolkit with the bags. But I have contacted the seller, and they offered to refund half my money. And I told them I wasn't happy with that. They needed to refund all of my money. Preferably, they send me the full drill, which is what I wanted. So I'm waiting to hear back from that, and I'm hoping that they do the right thing and send me what I actually bid on. I did pay $5 for this, which is still a really good price. But like I said, it was listed as a full drill. That's what I wanted. That's why I bid on it, because it was a full drill. So I'm hoping that I get that. But yeah, so it is all dried out, and I think it will be okay if I'm stuck with it. So we will see. So fingers crossed they send me what they're supposed to send me, and I'm not stuck with this because it does not match the tan one that I did. I have 2 more to share with you. This next one is really, really colorful. I hadn't seen this one before. Let me see if I can get the thumbnail so you can see it. Oh, it's so small. It's so hard to see. I need to figure out how to insert photos on videos. That'll be my next learning experience. Can you see what that is? Come on, focus. Focus. This has a weird smell to it too. Some weird chemical smell. I can't see it. Okay, let's see if we can get it far enough away from the camera that you can tell what it is. Straighten it out some. Can you see that? It's butterflies. This is a big butterfly here. And then there's some smaller butterflies on, I think they're supposed to be roses. Actually, it's hibiscus flower. I think this part actually might be the hibiscus flower, not a butterfly. Now that I'm looking closer at it. I think this is like the center of the stamen of the flower. Now that I say that, you can really see, or at least I can. And then these are petals of the hibiscus, and the actual butterfly is right here. So you can see the black is the wings, and this right here is the body of the butterfly, and then you have more hibiscus over here. So now that I'm looking a lot closer at it, this is part of a butterfly wing right here. But like I said, I will see if I can figure out how to insert a photo from the internet. And again, this is folded pretty bad, but I have some tubes, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I can't remember if I mentioned it in another video or not, but I'll mention it again in case you haven't seen any of my other videos. But if you haven't, please go watch. I would love to get your feedback on them. So there's, that helps just a little. But anyway, I'm happy with this one. It's another 30 by 40. I really like this size. It's easy to frame. It's 18 colors, and it has the standard 1 through 8. Oh, this actually has 1 through 9. And then A, B, C, D, E, F, H, J, and K. Usually they don't have a 9. Usually that starts the A. But anyway, so there's that one. Move it aside. Can you see? There you can kind of see it. Now it kind of showed up a little bit. I'll move it over. There you go. Now you can get a better idea of what this painting is going to look like. And it has just the standard kit. No baggies. And then these do not have the DMC codes. We just did. Take a look at the colors, because this is going to be a really, really colorful. This will be like that other floral one that I did. It'll match really well with that. That one of my, actually my very first diamond painting, the colorful floral image. That seems to be pretty popular. This is like a royal blue color. And then we've got these other blues. And then purple and pink and red. Check that out. Look at that. Look at all of those reds. Ooh, and can you see? Oh my gosh. Hang on, let me grab another light. Alright, I was trying to get it to where you could see. There's like moisture in here. I don't know if it's oil, or I'm guessing it's probably oil, maybe from the machines. And it's just odd because I'm not seeing any of the other ones like that. There's another with a bunch of the wrong color in there. I got a bunch of extras. Anyway, back to the colors. There's the green and the yellows and orange, and then the gray. There's more rogue colors in there, gray and black. So lots of really nice colors in this one. I love rainbow stuff that has all the colors in it. It's so pretty. I love colors. So there's that one. Again, that's the butterfly hibiscus. And the royal blue. And something I figured out, maybe if you're brand new, you haven't figured this out yet, because it took me a little while. This D046 is on the top of the painting, D046. So what I've started doing is rolling my canvases on my cardboard tubes that I'm going to show you, and then I just stack these in the basket so I can start flattening the canvases a little bit better, and that way I don't have to keep buying storage units, storage boxes to put all of my drills in as soon as I get them. This way I can keep my minimal boxes that I would prefer to have, and at the same time keep my projects organized. So that's a little tip for you. Also, sometimes, of course, now that I'm going to point it out, it's not on there. This is the inner envelope that this came in. Sometimes that little code will be matching the same, but in this case it's not. I also save these because when I roll up my tube, I just slide them back into that envelope for extra protection and to keep the dust and cat hair off of them. This next one is kind of an exciting one. I was really tickled when I found this one. This is one of my favorite movies, probably one that I use quotes from more than any others. Hold it down with my arm here. Oop, I got it upside down. Look, how cute, right? It's the house from Up. Isn't that adorable? This, talk about colorful. This is going to be really, really colorful. It does not have a thumbnail image on it. Again, this is another eBay purchase. It does have 17 colors. And see, this one is 1 through 8. And then we don't even have A and B here. So we have C, E, F, H, J, K, L, N, O. So it's funny to me how these are always so different. And again, we have the same kind of rainbow colors, and it is a partial, so you don't have to do all the sky. And I think this is going to turn out really awesome as a partial because the balloons are really just going to pop up off the canvas when it's finished. I think my daughter is going to claim this one when it's done. She's not going to get to do it though. She might be able to help me, but I really want to work on this one. Again, simple, basic toolkit, no baggies. And then let's take a look at the drills. These are all round too, by the way. I have yet to do a square. I asked for a custom for my birthday, so I'm really hoping that I get that. It's of I call her my first child. I had a cat for 20 years. Got her when I was 14, and she's been gone almost 10 years. So I still miss her every day, and she was definitely a huge part of my life. Like I said, for 20 years. So I'm hoping that I get a partial of her, and that will be a big deal if I do, because that would be my first really big one, and it would be my first square, so it'd be even more special. So here are the colors: white, 3 blues, yellow, orange, red, 2 pinks. We have a tan, another pink, 2 more blues, another pink. That one's pretty. It's like bubble gum. It just looks like bubble gum. And then we have a really pretty, almost corally red, and then 2 greens. And I have, ooh, wow, that machine's like really, look how strong that crimping machine is. It snapped the drills. Can you see that? Don't get your fingers stuck in that machine. So, there is my unboxing for today. And I am going to share with you my progress on my full peacock. Well, not full peacock, almost full peacock. Just that it has the tiniest little section. Oh, these do have the DMC codes listed on them. And again, let's see if the code... Okay, so this has 9623 on the canvas, and on the bag it has H09623. So I'll be able to, I don't have to label these individually. I can just add them to my basket and get my canvases ready to flatten out. The other bag, again, that came in that same kind of bag. And they're making a liar out of me on this one too. So again, but anyway, that's a good way to, in case you get your canvases mixed up. This is how I store my work in progress. It is in its cellophane bag that it was wrapped in. And then I have it rolled around a really strong tooth. This actually I get from, I do vinyl, heat transfer vinyl and regular sticky vinyl that I cut on my Cameo. So when I get a new roll, actually when I use up a roll, I should say, I save these. And they are perfect for my canvases. This is another reason I like the 30 by 40s and smaller, because they fit perfectly on these rolls. So here is what Mr. Peacock looks like. I'm going to take the plastic off completely so you can see. Let's move these out of the way. Alright, there he is in all his glory. Look at that, already so pretty. And this is going really fast too. There's a few areas I've been able to use the multi-tip. And I have actually finished 3 colors or 4 colors, I think. I've done them all. I'm really happy with this. It's so pretty. And again, this is the kind of partial I don't mind, because there's really very little. And I think it would take away from it, because it would be hard to get that modeled of the look with this size of a painting. So it's literally just the peacock and his tail. You can see here, this little section here is not done. And up here, there's just tiny little bits that aren't done. But isn't he pretty? So pretty, so pretty. So right now, this is the only one that I have started. I decided that I was going to do one at a time. Again, due to the storage issue with the drills. I showed you guys the boxes that I have. I have not gotten any new ones, but I will show them again if you've missed that video. One more tip too, if you decide to store your work in progress on a roll like this, if you start from one side and work your way across, it works better when you're rolling. Again, roll drills out, because if you roll them in, they can crush and pop off. So I start from the end that I haven't worked yet, and I roll this way. If you try to roll the other direction, starting with the end you've got the drills on, it buckles a lot worse, and you don't get a smooth roll, and then your canvas can get wrinkled again. So I roll it this way, and then I slide it back into the bag, and then that way it has the plastic back on it too, the cover sheet, and then that way it's extra protection from dust and cat hair, like I said. Since the cats like to live in my room, so my room is really full of cat hair. So a little bit on my storage unit again. I have my box, little box. Here's my junk. I have my wax stuck to the bottom. It's funny. But anyway, this is all of the trays and all of the pins I have been collecting. I tried making my own drill pin. Didn't like how it worked, so I ended up tossing it. And then I've received one where this was literally broken, like snapped off. So other than that, this is all my drill pins. I've broken one tray, so that's all my trays. And then I have a few waxes in here. And then, like I said, the one that I'm using, I stick under here because I take that top layer off, and then I just stick it under my tray so it doesn't get full of dust and junk. And then I also have my DMC labels there, so that stays separate. This is my work in progress box. So if I get any colors that have more, or any canvases that have more than 24 colors, no, not 24. Yeah, 24. Sorry, brain freeze. If I have any that are bigger than 24 colors, then this box is not going to work. But in the meantime, it works fine. And I put, which really isn't necessary because I'm only working on one painting at a time. And this painting did not have DMC codes on the colors. But what I did was I was able to go through and match a couple of them. So I went ahead and added them to my DMC, like the black, of course. That's the black. But most of them, this is one of the colors I'm done with. So that's how many extras I had. Let me open it and see it better. That's how many extras there are. This is one color I'm done with. So those are all extra. This burgundy color on the outer edge here. This is the downside to these boxes. If you shake them or turn them sideways, the drills will fall into there's a little lip. But anyway, so there's all of those. Those are all extras. So, and I have, since this is only 18 colors, this is on this side, and then these are empty down there, and then my 2 white ones that I have. So there's that. I seem to be rambling a little bit. Sorry about that. I'm tired today. And then I have 3 of these that are all of my storage for all the extras from all the paintings I've done thus far. These are all DMC numbers, labeled, and in numerical order. Thanks to my OCD, it will not let me store them any other way. So you can see there is, maybe you can see, there you go. There's the DMC number, and that is a brown. So as I get more codes with DMC numbers, I go through when I'm putting them in my WIP container. If I can match up ones that I already have labeled, the new drills get poured into this container, and then that gets added to my WIP box. So when I'm completely finished with the Peacock, number 815 will get put back in order. Right now there's an empty box in its place to make room for here. When I'm done again with 310, 310 will go back into its numerical place, and so on. There were only 3 or 4 colors I was able to match up from that kit. So this box is my miscellaneous box because it's just a regular square, open square. I have some labels in here. All of my wax from all of my kits are in this bag. These are those really cute pill pouches that I showed you guys in a previous video. These are perfect. They are literally the same size as the little bags that you get in the kits. They just happen to go like this instead of like this. But they're the exact size. This little opening part is bigger, but that's just where you make it easier to open the bag with. So any drills that do not have DMC codes automatically go into one of these. And I save the bags that the toolkits come in. And I have started sorting my miscellaneous drills by color. So this bag has all the browns, the whites, the blacks, the grays. This has the pinks and the reds in it. This one has all my purples. Here's orange and yellow. Here are my greens. And then here are my blues. So also what I do when I get a new kit, if there are no DMC codes on it, I go through these and see if they match. If they match close enough, I mix them together. Again, trying to minimize the space because I am acquiring them really fast now thanks to eBay. I have to stop because I'm getting too many. It's so addicting though. You start bidding and it's like, I want it, you can't have it. And I'm bad too. If I see one that is going higher than I want, I'll bid up on it just to make the person have to bid up on it. It's really mean. People are probably doing that to me too, which is why I'm actually losing more than I'm buying. So that tells you how many I'm bidding on, which is really bad. So there is my video today. I hope it was helpful. Let me know what you think. If I'm doing better, let me know that too. Let me know what I can change, what I can add. Again, thank you so much for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. I am blown away with the speed at which my subscriber list has grown. I hope you'll watch my other videos, leave some comments below, click like, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And I will be back when I get more China mail. Have a great one.